YouTube land, what's up? It's your girl McCar from Cougar's Closet. How y'all doing? So listen, the Cougar has a mess going. So let me explain to y'all what's going on with my mess. And I'll explain the carpet and everything in a second. But let me get to the mess, to the madness. So the other day, right, I had came home and it was raining. And so I was getting ready to vacuum or mop or something. And this is my utility closet. And so when I was getting ready to vacuum or mop, I went down and I felt some towels on the floor that were like soaking wet. And then I had found my carpet was just real wet. So I looked up to the top of the roof to make sure, my ceiling didn't have a leak, and I didn't have any leaks up there. I'm like, okay, there's no spots, no wet spots or anything. It's not coming from here. And so I have looked around on my shelves that I have some stuff on to look up to the top of the ceiling, and I didn't have anything wet. So this didn't make sense to me. And so that's what made me further investigate, because nothing was wet at the top. It was just in this corner here. So I was thinking, like, okay, well, I did put a mop in this corner over here, but it wasn't, that wet. I did let the mop kind of stay out a little bit. The mop was over here, and it was dry where the mop and the mop bucket was, but it was drenching wet over here. It didn't make sense. And so what I ended up doing was I had called somebody out. Okay, so the guy came out, the technician to my house, to my home or whatever, and so he wanted to see, where the bathroom was from the other room or whatever. Okay, so he goes to look behind the toilet, and he's like, well, it's not wet over there. And then so he goes to look up under here, and y'all, I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see this or not. Okay, so over here was very wet in this corner over here. Okay, so he found it. He said that this only happens when I cut the water on the sink on. He said he came out with this white piece, and he said that something about it was a leak. Something about the main valve or something. Now, y'all know I'm a woman. I ain't gonna know all of it. Something about it was a leak in the main valve, and that it was rusted. He showed me this white, like rubbery long thing or whatever. And when he showed me the rubbery thing or whatever, then it was leaking then, and he replaced it or whatever. And so then after that, he advised me to open this closet up and to let it air dry, but vacuum it, keep vacuuming it, and then lay a little bleach down, because it could be mold, which I'm thinking maybe it is mold. And so then underneath here, from the piece or whatever, it was just really wetted this out, and I think it molded it, and there's some paper and stuff I got to get out, because see, I had some boxes there, I had like all my things right here in there or whatever, and it messed the boxes up or whatever. I had my Raid in there, for the roaches if they want some, for the ants, the wasps, the bees, whoever wants some. I had my things, in a box. But basically it destroyed everything. The leak did, because it had to just start going, because I've never noticed nothing wet or anything. But see, keep in mind, I just moved here in December. So this is what came with the territory, y'all. I purchased the home, and I'm so in love with the home or whatever. It's my heartbeat. So I was willing to do what it takes to bring it back to life, and I even sacrificed uh, my real idea dream of a home until I saw this. I thought that was my ideal dream of a home or whatever. So the carpet has to be pulled up or whatever. So honestly, I don't know how long, you know. I just replaced the carpet in the room where I shoot at, you know, when I'm always in here with you all. So I just replaced this carpet. So you can still see the little fringes, you know, coming, you know, up out the carpet or whatever, because I just replaced it. But, you know, y'all, I'm a work in process. I'm just, you know, taking things day by day or whatever. And to be honest, I don't think this time around that I am even going to lay any carpet. I think I'm going to do magnolia, like some tile or something. And y'all, I have tried to vacuum this floor. My vacuum cleaner cannot eat the stuff up because it's some good old carpet. But when I came in, you know, this house was basically vacant. It had been sitting for 2 years. So I'm slowly going through, you know, buying things and replacing things. Like the sink is going to have to be, my sink is also going to have to be, you know, repaired. Well, I'm going to have to take this out, and I'm taking this toilet stool out, you know, and do things my way. But I'm just finding, you know, things as I go. So I don't know. I wanted to do this as a home improvement, but also talk to people, you know, that haven't ever purchased a home or whatever, because purchasing a home can actually be kind of rough, you know, if you don't know what you're up against. And like, I don't know, pictures can be deceiving. So like, I love the house, but at the same token, I didn't think all of this stuff was going on. You know, like they zoomed in on the windows, on the pretty views, on this and that, but see, they didn't zoom in on this carpet. They didn't zoom in on the carpet. So it's things, you know, that I'm slowly repairing and having work done or whatever. But I want to share this because you never know, you know, somebody might could have a leak in their home, and their living room is carpet is getting wet by something that they don't understand why. And if they, you know, bathroom is connected on the back side, then, you know, you on the same line, you in the same route, you on the same vein. Know what I'm talking about? You own it. So I vacuumed this out last night, and now I'm going to vacuum it out again, and I felt it, and it's mostly dry now, but I'm going to spray some of this spray on here, I mean that powder stuff, and vacuum it out or whatever. And just, I have to do what I have to do until I can get myself in a better position, you know, to remodel my home. Like I said, I am working on parts of it, but, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. So this is what I have for the Cougar Talks Home Improvements. You just never know. So now I'm dealing with the madness of it all, having to get this stuff up. And carpet, I like I said, I don't believe I'm gonna lay carpet in here, but carpet is so expensive. Now I did know that I wanted it, you know, for the room that I'm recording in the most. You know, I knew that I needed it there because I need to be cushiony and comfy in there. But in here, I don't see any need. So I was going to lay hardwood floors at first, but we pulled the floors up and found out that I didn't have hardwood under there. I had plywood under there in that room. So I don't know if that's throughout the whole house, or if that's in here in the living room, or what that is. So when we go to finally pull it up in here, I'm gonna find out what's up under there, and that'll make my determination whether if I'm going to lay tiles or if I am going to lay carpet. But I mean, something else. But I don't think it's gonna be none of this carpet mess. But yeah, this is what I moved in on. I mean, and I don't know. It's just I don't look at it like a setback. You know, it is nice to move into houses and they all ready and they all set and stuff like that. It's amazing. But mine didn't come like that, so I have to kind of start fixing her up the way that I want to fix her up. And I'll worry about that later. So I gotta spray. I gotta put some bleach in both of them to make sure, you know, if this is mold business is taken care of until I can get around to what I can get around to. So, well, anywho, this concludes my segment of Cougar's Talks Home Improvements. Mwah.